you go higher, you go even more alone. Why? Because nobody is willing anymore to invest their energy in going higher, because it's becoming more difficult. They say, oh, it's already okay here. Why you still want to move up there? The air is getting thinner over there. It's getting more hard to breathe. It's getting more dangerous, whatever. So that means along this way, the higher you want to go, the more likely you're gonna walk alone. This is the next thing.
The more you shine, the more shadows you cast. A quote from Master Shahang Yi that captured millions of your guys' attention. Today, we break that down with Master Shahang Yi at the Shaolin Temple Europe. We also talk about emptying the cup and Bruce Lee. Today's video was made possible at mulliganbrothers.com, where we got our film crew out to the Shaolin Temple Europe because of the support that we receive on mulliganbrothers.com. Head to the link in the description and use code 2024 at checkout for buy one, get one free across everything right now until the end of the year. That includes the Momentum Ori posters, the posters that remind you you're gonna die, and also the Not a Journal Success journals linked down below, where all the profits go back into creating these projects. Also, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed and hit the notification bell. There is a ton more amazing projects coming from some amazing guests. So make sure you go do that. But before that, Master Shahang Yi on The More You Shine, The More Shadows You Cast, and also the legendary Bruce Lee. Let's dive into it. There is like a lot of talking points and different things I wanted to go through. And I think I wanted to start with some of the points that we had last year that captured millions and millions of people. And one of them was in this exact room. And the quote that you said, and I love it, and I want to get this printed on my wall somewhere, but it's the more you shine, the more shadows you cast.
Yes. I make it very, let's make it very graspable. I have always been a person who prefers harmony. I prefer harmony. If I was with my brother or my father and mother inside our apartment, I didn't like it when there is something in the air. I didn't like it when I could sense conflict. I also didn't like it when in any group there is a type of conflict. And being exactly that person who is normally not talking a lot, I always try then to figure out, okay, what can I do in order to bring harmony into this group? I jump now a little bit, but funnily also like from my Chinese zodiac, I'm a water pig. So if somebody wants to find out the qualities of a water pig, one of them is, I like harmony. Okay. So it has always been my trying out that everybody stays in harmony. But on the other side, I realized, especially now within the last years, it's getting an impossible task. I just realized for myself what I'm wishing for is impossible. Which means no matter with what type of intention I'm trying to bring out these things, I can very well understand why the suffering in this world, according to our Buddha who is sitting behind us, he said, it is greed, hate, and ignorance. That fits extremely well. The thing is, I can't change anything about the greed of other people. I can't change anything about the hate that people feel. I can only change something about myself. And with this sentence, I just realized the higher I started to, it's a nice picture. I felt like walking up a mountain. Why? Because the higher I walk the mountain, the more I can speak out and the whole valley is going to hear it. That's why, in a way, it makes sense to be on top of the hill. Because from there, if you shout, the complete valley is going to hear it. At the same time, the higher you climb the mountain, the more difficult it becomes to breathe. So there's something which goes hand in hand there. You want to reach more people, okay? But at the same time, it's going to become more difficult. I had the idea, you want to reach more people. Somehow it's gonna be easier for you because maybe people are somehow gonna help you up on the way. I don't know what type of, but it's not like this. I realize you go higher, you go even more alone. Why? Because nobody is willing anymore to invest their energy in going higher, because it's becoming more difficult. They say, it's already okay here. Why you still want to move up there? The air is getting thinner over there. It's getting more hard to breathe. It's getting more dangerous, whatever. So that means along this way, the higher you want to go, the more likely you're gonna walk alone. This is the next thing. And then I think back also in one sentence, I always remember again, along the way to mastery, you walk the way alone. This is not my sentence. I think it is a sentence I heard within the field of martial arts. Of course you can say, why? If you practice martial art with all of the passion that you have and other people also have passion, then the group becomes stronger. It makes it easier for you to stay on this field. It is one perspective, yes. But self-mastery, mastering something, is always about yourself. And if you want to master yourself, well, you're gonna challenge and face yourself, and this is happening alone. It's also like recently, somebody told me, in case I feel like in dark times, you are not alone. Let's put it like this. If this room is completely dark, I am alone. Even if somewhere behind there, I see a spark of light, I see a spark of hope, which is behind there. Yeah, but for me, experiencing here, there is still the gap of darkness in between me and the spark of hope. So around me, for me, it's dark. And I don't have anybody left and right from me. So, and in this picture, meanwhile, I really think that to build yourself up, to have a certain amount of, let's say, responsibility for yourself. This is why I'm emphasizing all the time in all of these years, make yourself strong. Make yourself strong. We all want peace, yes. But here, in our place, we not just want to have peace. Peaceful and strong. This combination I prefer better. Yeah.
Another quote that kind of captured millions of people again was, for something new to come, something old must go. Empty the cup.
Yes. Perfect example. Like I also mentioned in one of our conversations that I just arrived back from a travel, yes, from Montenegro. And coming back then to Germany, of course, I still have like elements and memories of that trip in my mind. Still, as a normal human being, wishing they would have stayed a bit longer. But as long as my capacity of the mind is there, I just can't immerse into what's happening now. And it's taken simply away my capacity of allowing even something tomorrow, the day after, the week after, even to arise. Because I'm still stuck with something that I don't want to let go. This is like a practical way. On the one side, you can really just argue by, listen, if from the 24 hours a day, You are like sleeping 8 hours and you still have then the rest of 16 hours to invest in something. If from these 16 hours you are spending 10 hours sitting there thinking about how nice everything was a few days ago, well, it's just blocking you from investing these 10 hours in now starting to do something now, or planning something that you want to put into place later. This is like simple, the simple expression of that. And now, this is one aspect about why this topic of letting go, why the topic of emptying the cup is so helpful, because it also applies to information flow at the end. Flow of if you want to learn something new. It's just not appropriate to go to a teacher, visit any seminar or any workshop when you already have like a preconditioned mindset or preoccupied mind while entering into new territory. To understand new territory, you have to become part of the territory. You can't bring your own ideas and values, what you think, into a new territory, and because this is in a way limiting what is possible to penetrate into you. Okay? And so again, also here it applies to this fact. It's constant filling up, emptying the cup. Filling up, emptying the cup. Doesn't mean you are not learning or that you're not growing along the way, because this is what the cup is doing. The cup is growing by doing so. But it is the content. It is like, yes, it is like you read a book. You read the book, and after some time, you get the content of the book. Latest, after reading the book 10 times, you understood the message from the book. But now it's possible you put away the book. The container is not necessary anymore, because the message has also went into, let's say, your system. Yeah? So it's not necessary to carry the book still in your backpack wherever you are going. It has become part of you already. Unless you are collecting knowledge without putting this knowledge into practice.
I have to go on to the Bruce Lee quote after that. So one of the things, I think we had it printed on a poster when we were younger, was empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, be like water, my friend.
That is a nice interview.
Yeah, I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on that particular interview and the quote of, being like water, being formless, being shapeless.
This interview, this particular, actually when I saw it the first time, I really liked his expression about it. Yeah, his facial expression also while saying these quotes. And knowing that he also comes from the field of martial artists, and when I see the way how he's moving, the way how he's training, that's what it's about. This is why I'm saying, all of these things, also what Bruce Lee said before, it must be there already in order for somebody to talk about it. That's why even this quote, yes, it was transmitted through the words of Bruce Lee, through his being, but he just expressed something that he discovered along his personal way, how to bring out the proper understanding about your physicality and your mental aspects. And nowadays it's the same. The principle about how to properly develop your life, your body, your mind, it has also remained the same. You're full, nothing fits in there anymore. You're stuck, okay, you can't move on. It's too heavy. You put too much in your backpack, it's difficult to climb anywhere. And this is the point about why formlessness is the beginning of everything. It's not matter-based. Yeah.
Thank you so much to Master Shaheng Yi for this video. If you want to find out more resources from him, go down to Shaolin.online and also over to his Instagram. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who supported us. So many of you guys are loving the content that we create with Master Shaheng Yi, and to do that we had to get our whole film crew out to the Shaolin Temple to film these with our Red cameras, with all our professional film gear. We took a full film set out there. Then we bring all the footage back. We have a team of editors in the studio, and all of it costs so much to do all of this, and it's made possible by the support we have at mulliganbrothers.com. I know some people get frustrated with these ads and these ad spots, but we wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't hear this message if it wasn't for your support at mulliganbrothers.com. So thank you to everybody. There is a sale on. Use code 2024 at checkout. mulliganbrothers.com, where you can get the Memento Mori posters, the posters that remind you you're gonna die. That's my poster right there. You plot out your life on there, you fill it in weeks, and then you fill a new one in each week. And it's a very humbling experience knowing that there's a square on there somewhere, and I don't know where it is, that I might not fill in. Well, I won't fill in. In fact, that might have been the last square that I filled in, and to me that made me live with a lot more passion, a lot more purpose. And also the Not a Journal Success Journal. Success journals and journals just got a bit too fluffy, if you ask me. I tried to do some of the journals that are online. There's just too much stuff to fill in, and I felt that this is what it should be about. It should be about reaffirming your goals every single day in a very simple way, and then breaking them down into tasks and just getting it done every single day. This is how we opened the studio, opened the film studio, launched the YouTube channels, launched the podcast. All that kind of stuff was down to these journals. And I know you guys are loving them, so it is buy one, get one free across everything on the website. Link down below, where as always, all the money and the proceeds from the website goes back into making this whole machine churn so we can get our film crew out to somewhere else. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and also if you want to see more from Master Shaheng Yi, you can also find more on his Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.